This is Jennie T Radio with Justin, Ethan, and Jono. Lots to discuss, but we can't say much. In Cobb County, we're very slow. Join us as we chat about theatre arts and more. We'll sit around and make some noise. Come on, let's hear you roar.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Jennie T Radio. I'm Ethan.
I'm Jono.
And I'm Justin. We work at the Jennie T Anderson Theater in Marietta, Georgia.
This program will bring you weekly updates from the art centers of Cobb County Parks.
We'll share our current activities, interview renters and members of the community, and highlight the arts around the county.
This is
Jennie T Radio! Welcome back, everybody.
We're back. Whoop, whoop.
We're here.
This is week 5. How is your quarantine going, gentlemen?
Good.
I saw that you hung up those Peanuts paintings.
I did.
Those look great.
They don't. When you get close up, they don't.
Well, no, the original Peanuts weren't even that good-looking
Yeah.
drawings. I mean, they're kind of drawing to what you got.
Yeah. But yeah, I put them up. They're up.
It looks great.
Thank you. Yeah, it's like...
Better than I could do 100 times.
Will you bring those to the Jennie T so we can display them in our own gallery that we are
yes.
putting up?
Okay, yeah.
Because most of the thing is, most places like the art place, I mean, they're open to little classes here and there, but they don't have their galleries going on right now because they're not at a place where people are contributing art. And I think it's very important for us to have galleries. So let's do what some of those places can. That's why we have these dresses in the lobby, and we can have your Peanuts art. We can just have our own Jennie T gallery. How are you, Ethan?
I'm doing fine. I mean, we are starting to do classes now, so that's good.
Do you have any art to contribute to the Jennie T gallery?
Only my presence as an abstract artist every day of my life.
So you are going, when people walk through, or they can't walk through the lobby, but when people just walk by, like outside and stare into the lobby, you will be there always to be kind of performance art?
Yeah, I'll just yell art at them. It's like an installation.
Okay.
Stand there and yell art.
And what's the concept?
The concept is that art is all around us and a part of us.
Okay.
Bam.
That was actually good. I can't remember.
Yeah, that's a very good response. Well, things are still quiet here at the Jennie T. One of the big events that happened in the last week, I don't know if either of you knew about this. I watered my plant.
What? It does look a little less gravity
Yeah, it looks
pulling
little,
on it today.
it looks quenched.
It's just very, like, green. Yeah, that's what's been going on
I don't
here.
think you take care of as good a care of your plants as Roxanne does her ferns.
You know, speaking of Roxanne, she's going to be coming on the show a little bit later, but she is going to be starting classes in August for terrariums.
Terrariums. And she's got a very nice one.
Yeah. Do you know what a terrarium is?
Oh.
It's kind of like your little greenhouse that you set on your desk, or, in case you ever want to have like a mossy greenhouse just sitting on your desk, Justin.
Just have plants, get the oxygen flowing. Here's a good endeavor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, interesting.
But you know who's an expert at it? Not just in Google, but in terrariums.
Roxanne?
Rox.
Oh my gosh, she is so good at plants. I heard a rumor
Uh-oh.
that she has a 2-acre farm that she takes care of.
2 acres?
Yes, in fact, I heard that she supplies most of the produce that we receive at local farmers markets because of this farm.
What kind of vegetables does she produce?
Carrots, lettuce, tomatoes, corn, like you name it.
Does she do like passion fruit or anything like that? Anything exotic?
No, she doesn't do any fruits. She just does vegetables. So I think she is an expert at radishes.
Yum.
What a weird plant to be like growing for produce. It's like being like, I'm really into radishes and leeks. That's what I'm making right now.
We're very excited. We have a lot going on at each of our facilities. Please check out our new programming. We are about to reveal some new classes to take in August, and I think some of those still have openings in
Just
registration.
Plug my own. There's a class for 10 to 12 and 13 to 16. It's Make a Scene. It's an acting class over at Sewell Mill. That registration's still going on. It starts next week on the 4th.
Are they going to be making scenes?
So we'll be making a scene dramatically.
Oh.
It's all over.
Okay.
Sewell.
Okay.
but mainly in the theater.
Okay. Yeah, you're not going to go into the library and just make a scene?
No, only in Roxanne or Suzanne's office.
Okay. Awesome. Well, good luck with that. I'm very excited. I think
Same.
that's really cool. And I will be assisting Roxanne with her terrariums in that class. So I cannot wait. I'm going to be living out my Farmville dreams.
You should just turn your water jar. No one uses it ever.
No,
What if
I
we
always
just-
forget it's there.
Turn your entire office like you walk in and it's like plants everywhere.
And I'm like poison ivy. I come out of a big flower. I'm just like,
Oh my
"Hi,
God.
everyone."
I really, you know what? I would not be surprised if just one day they came in and we just had a giant flower seed. So hello.
All right.
Like a
Well,
Venus flytrap.
well, it was great catching up with the two of you, and yeah, we'll talk to you soon. Yay! Here comes Roxanne.
Uh-oh, she's here at the door.
Oh,
How does she
boy.
have so much calligraphy.
Well, today we have Roxanne Thompson from Sewell Mill Cultural Center. Welcome, Roxanne.
Hey, thanks for having me.
No problem. What do you do at Sewell Mill?
So I am the art specialist over there. I program any of the classes or workshops that you could sign up for. I also usually, not during pandemic times, have a rotating gallery that I plan out like a year in advance. And it's solo artists, it's group shows. I'm kind of like a wear all the hats kind of person over there.
How long have you been in your position?
Since they started.
Since the inception.
So they opened up the building in like January of 2018. So it is a fairly brand new building. Before that, I was a part-time rec leader over at the art station with Jennie.
Fun. And you did the same position over there?
No, so that one was a part-time role. I did mostly the same tasks, except in less time.
Okay, this is kind of a loaded question. So we're going to start off with, what is your education background? What did you study? The second part of that question is, how has that affected your planning and your work, and how have you applied that to your work that you are doing now?
I went to Kennesaw State University, and I got a Bachelor of Fine Arts degree, and I did a concentration in printmaking. And yeah, so we joke that is the Latin of the arts, because most people don't really think about it, and it just kind of seemed like a dead form, and had like a kind of cool like revival in a way, because people do more like silkscreen stuff, like the shirts. The best way to describe etching is all those images you see in money. Those are all etchings.
Oh!
Yeah. And it translated, I guess not every artist is good at organization and programming and stuff like that, so I just so happened to have both sides, where I had working knowledge, vocabulary, visual arts. I was good at planning. It just kind of worked together. I just did it for years.
That's great! I love that. Speaking of etching,
Mhm.
I got a question for you.
Oh gosh.
Have you heard of this Etch-a-Sketch?
I have.
Is it the same thing?
Absolutely not. I honestly, I don't truly know how Etch-a-Sketches work. So what if I'm lying?
Oh.
I could assume that it is not, because you don't just shake an etch and then it's gone. So, really, an etching is like a zinc or copper plate that's covered in something called ball ground, which then you carve into, and you pour acid over it, and it etches those lines that you've carved into that. And then you take it out with tongs and wash it off, and then you fill those like indentions with ink.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a toy that they would give to children.
No. Like, which part threw you? Was it like sharp tools?
Maybe the
or
acid
the
part.
acid?
There is a rumor. I have heard a rumor about you, Roxanne, that you are a master in calligraphy.
Wow. Thank you so much. I've heard of this. I am mediocre at best, mediocre master is still a very intense place to be.
Yeah.
So better than average, and honestly, I love that anyways.
Yeah. Well, from what I have been told, this rumor was that you were the best in the county. You are the person that even businesses go to for their calligraphy and their printing of calligraphy. No, I'm very happy for you, and I'm very proud to know somebody that is considered labeled in the community as a master.
Yes. Well, if we only speak of the Cobb County employee pool, then yes.
Oh.
Then maybe. I have done some pretty high, what's it called? High caliber commissions.
Wow.
But
And by commissions, you mean probably free work for the county.
free work, some lovely gifts for people that work for the county.
What are some of your fun hobbies that you do outside of work?
Oh. Well, during the quarantine, I picked up Animal Crossing, which is a Nintendo game, where I build my own cute island with 10 villagers.
Do you have what is it? Our friend Caitlin, the coordinator, has stargazing parties. Do you have stargazing parties?
I've been to these stargazing parties, where I go to we go to different islands, and there's basically different specific things that we're there for. But what they do is they have meteor showers, and you kind of look for shooting stars, because the next day you'll get star fragments. You get star fragments, so you can craft things. I explain it, and it seems less cool. I become very good friends with the villagers. Okay, I just give them stuff every single time I see them. But
do you know these people personally?
The villagers?
Or are they people in the game? Or are they
they're just creations of the game.
Oh.
So it's I don't know, it's a random animal, and they're just hey, I'm gonna run across the island, and it's cool, do you want this thing?
Would you consider yourself... This is kind of going to be a sad question, but would you consider yourself friends with those people?
No, but I do create narratives, because it's just I'm oh man, this is a sassy this is a sassy frog, and he needs to go.
Okay.
And then I'll try to train him out. But really, they're not my friends.
That's great. Well, thank you for coming and talking to me about all of the great things that are going on at Sewell Mill and Animal Crossing. Where can people find you on social media?
You can find me on Sewell Mill on Instagram, and Sewell Mill Cobb, I think, Facebook.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. If we were to stroll over to Sewell Mill on an average day, would we be able to find you there, just hanging out?
Yeah,
Cool.
My office is go through the main doors, it's directly to the right, across from the men's bathroom.
Awesome! So, in case you are ever in the neighborhood, please go to Sewell Mill, please ask for Roxanne, and please ask for calligraphy classes. Alright, well thank you, goodbye!